Hello YouTube challengers, Rick Smith here to discuss a little bit about YouTube backend insights. I am basing this video on one that Sean posted I think yesterday about his most recent backend insights. Before I dig into that, I want to make a comment about engagement. Sean has talked a lot about engagement, and I discovered something just a moment ago when I got into my YouTube channel. I made some comments, or I should say replied to some comments on my YouTube channel earlier this morning, and for whatever reason I got out of the channel and then got back in, and I just noticed that I'd actually gotten a view after I made those comments. So, and it was only one view, but that's not the point. The point is that just making comments causes people to become more engaged, and because of that, I got another view. So what I'd like to do now is dig into my own channel backend and show some insights that I've gotten. I watched Cynthia's excellent video on her watch time statistics, and she showed on the line graph how it increased and then dropped back to zero and then increased again, and how overall it increased over 24 days. And I experienced the same kind of thing. I previously made a video about how my watch time had increased 858% in less than a month and like 235% in 7 days. So doing all these things that Sean is talking about definitely make a difference. But now I'd like to just show you a little bit of my back-end stats and show you what's going on with my channel. So we are going to switch over now to the screen capture, so let's go take a look. Alright, well here we are in the back end of my channel, and I'm going to dig into the analytics like Sean and Cynthia did, but I also want to show you a couple of other things that Sean and Cynthia didn't show you. I've actually talked about this a little bit before when I talked about vidIQ and TubeBuddy. So I'm going to show you a few things from there that you won't necessarily get just from the regular YouTube analytics. So this right here is kind of a little quick snapshot real-time view that I get from vidIQ. So as you can see right there at the top, it's showing 2 views in the last 60 minutes. So I kind of like how that just shows that, and then it shows 6 views in the last 48 hours. And as I said elsewhere, I think that has to do with commenting. I've noticed when I comment that it does cause an increase in engagement. I've gone up 9% over the last 7 days, so I've had 45 views, and minutes watched, I've increased 160% in the last 7 days. And then it also shows 128% increase in the average minutes watched at 137%. So let's go ahead and close that, and now let's take a look at some TubeBuddy Chanalytics, as they call them, Chanalytics. This shows here average views per video is 10, average views per month is 8, no monetization. I don't have that turned on right now, and really haven't dug into that a whole lot. And then it shows that I'm not on any network. And I have 9 subscribers and 137 views and 13 videos. That's 13 videos public. So now let's go ahead and close that, and we'll get into the analytics that Sean and Cynthia showed. So this is interesting here to me because this shows 131 minutes of watch time, which is up 247% and a little bit compared to a month ago. And then it's interesting here where you can scroll along the line graph to see what the watch, I guess that's watch time per video that was watched. Oh, that one's not too good, 9 seconds. Ugh. Then that one was 8 minutes and 26 seconds. And then 43 minutes and 40 seconds. And then this shows my average view duration, which is good. That's gone up as well. That's gone up 27.76%. So that's now up to 1 minute and 7 seconds, which is good because it was down to about, previously it was down at about like 50 seconds. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then views, it shows 117 views in the period of time that we're looking at, May 3rd to May 30th. And that also increased 172.09% over the previous period, which was April 5th to May 2nd. And then 18 likes. Wow, that's huge. 1,700% increase compared to the last period, April 5th to May 2nd. No dislikes. Yay, like that. Comments up 1,100% over the same period. And 4 subscribers, no change compared to previous period. So then if we scroll down, kind of like Sean did, and look at the watch time, it's interesting that the watch time on this video right here, what did you learn during Sean's intense YouTube live stream, where I commented on that, that has the most watch time, and I'm sure that's because of all of our YouTube challengers. And then the next one is, how did I increase my YouTube watch time at 18 minutes? And then one of the specific channel videos has 16 minutes of watch time. So obviously once we finish up the YouTube challenge, then I'd like the channel videos obviously to increase in their watch time and views and so on and so forth. The video that has been viewed the most is this one, Ask Coach Rick what exercises you can do if you have knee pain. And then let's scroll down a little bit and we'll look at the well, I was going to say demographics, but we'll actually look at the geographics more than anything. 83% US, 10% UK, 6.4% in Canada, and then minuscule in other areas. And the traffic sources are the YouTube channels, suggested videos, and notifications, and other. I wonder what other is. It just says external is 0.2%. So the YouTube channels is where obviously most of the traffic is coming from. 61% of the watch time, 80 minutes of the watch time. Suggested videos is 18 minutes. So there's obviously something to be said for suggested videos. And then notifications is 15. So let's look at the YouTube channels. Oh, this is interesting here. I didn't know about this. I hadn't seen this before. It shows a line graph of where that watch time is coming from. Oh, I see, the watch time on each specific day. So this is very interesting. There's some extremely useful information here in these graphs. So if you haven't looked at your statistics, your analytics, I highly encourage you to do that. There's all kinds of information that you can get from that. And so I hope you enjoyed taking a look at my back-end analytics, and I will talk to you later on another YouTube challenge. Well, I hope you got something useful out of seeing the back-end stats from my channel, and hopefully you can come up with some insights that you can apply to your channel. One of the things that I've really found interesting about being involved with this YouTube challenge is if I take action on what Sean shows, then I most definitely learn something. When Sean first rolled out the YouTube challenge and I joined it, I was all excited because he said he was going to post 10 hours of audios. And I really like audios because I consume them a lot when I run. And so I was really looking forward to that. I've gone through tons of Sean's audios over the last few years, and I was looking forward to having some more audios to consume while I ran. And then Sean kind of changed direction and started doing it more interactively with the videos, and I was a little bit put off by that at first, and I thought, well, dang, I'm not going to get my money's worth. But I have to tell you that after being involved with this now for a couple of weeks or however long it's been going on, and I know that he's only on day 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever it is, I have to tell you that this is actually way better than having 10 hours of audios that I wouldn't be able to really take any action on until I got back to the computer, if at all. So I'm really liking this better, and I'm liking the fact that I've been able to take advantage of Sean's channel and post my own videos out there. And that's what I encourage you to do. I encourage you to just go for it. If you haven't been in front of a camera before, just go for it. If you haven't done the intro video that Sean talked about, go for it. And I'll see YouTubers on the next channel.